If I could say anything to someone who was struggling with sugar, I would say two things. The first would be to trust the journey. We tend to look at sugar as something shameful or something negative that we want to just hurry up and be done with as quickly as we can, because there is this shame and this vulnerability around struggling with it. We feel ashamed, we either isolate or we hide, or we go at it with guns blazing because we want to eradicate it. And those guns blazing usually goes against ourselves, and it breaks our own heart. When you trust the journey, what you're really doing is trusting the mercy that's in it. And that's the second thing that I would say, is that trust that there is mercy in this journey, and that all the judgment and painful self-images that you hold about yourself with your relationship with sugar and with all the needs and sorrows that are underneath it, to hold that there is mercy for all of that. Perhaps sugar isn't the frightening thing that you think it is, as well as perhaps the parts of you that crave sugar, perhaps they're not the scary or shameful things that you think they are. I'm actually very, very grateful for my journey with sugar and my journey with eating disorders and my journey with my body, because there are things that were born in me through that journey that would not have been born if I had not gone on it. It's that deeper story that is writ through the struggles in our lives, that holds a deeper perspective, that holds mercy, that holds compassion, that holds healing, and it holds a different perspective where we no longer look at it as something shameful. So after the grieving process comes new life. You see it in nature. After winter comes spring. Through that healing journey with sugar, for you, there is new life on the other side. And that can be a new way of relating to yourself. It can be a new way of relating to sugar. It can be a new way of relating to life. It can show up in how you eat. It can show up in what you eat. It can show up in how you feel about what you eat. It can show up in how you feel about yourself. So those are the mercies, and those are the gifts that come through the journey. And I would even say on a very human level, what my struggles have really brought me is a sense of belonging and connection with all of humanity. The perfectionism I felt in my own life of needing to be perfect or need to be the best, or in some ways even above or better than people, that has been softened and has been mellowed. Where now I realize that it's actually through my stumblings and through my struggles and through my, quote, failures, that I find belonging with other people. And there is tremendous rest in that, because it means that I can show up just as I am, and I belong inside that circle of belonging, as you belong, as in everyone belongs. And that, I think, is the rest that I sought underneath all the sugar. What I was really looking for was, am I enough, and am I okay, and do I belong? Those are the rewards of the journey. is to be able to answer those questions with a yes.